BORTLE here at the Houston Regional. My goodness, man, after 10 rounds of Swiss. Whoa, please, introduce yourself to the world, man.
Hey guys, this is Jordan. I'm one of the BORTLENATION fans. I got 8th place with Mathmech.
Mathmech?
Yep.
My goodness. So, yeah, man, any shouts before we begin?
Oh, well, shout out to Devin over here for driving me from Austin to Houston. Shout out to the boys back in Austin in the locals. And shout out to you, BORTLE, for making an amazing channel and amazing community.
There you go, man. Well, without further ado, please show us the top 8th place.
All right, I get to it. Mathmech Diameter, one of the best normal summons of the deck. Gives you an Omni Negate. What more can you ask for? Circular, the most unfair Cybers card in the game. Incredible. 2 Mathmech Edition, 2 Subtraction, and 2 Sigma. On the same vein, 2 Parallel Exceed. I don't want to run 3 of these guys because I don't need 2 of them in my hand. 1 of them is enough. I can search them, I can draw into them, and just Circular plus any other Cybers is full combo, so I don't need to see 2 additions or 2 subtractions in my hand.
Okay.
Archfiend Eccentric is this pendulum girl is a wonderful small world bridge. She lets you go from hand traps into names, from bad names into circular, and she has a MST effect in the pendulum scale, and she has a Trident effect as a normal summon monster. I actually normal summoned her to out a Rise Heart with no materials, just because I can't play under macro, but this just tributes herself, destroy a monster. Amazing card.
That Excel Force is good.
Yep. 3 Small World, 3 Signet Mining. Signet Mining will get sided out against Kashtira, just because they're making a Rise Heart pass so often. Small World is an incredible piece in this deck. Not only does it get me to my names, it gets me into hand traps and like board breakers. You can even Small World into Archfiend Eccentric too if you're that desperate. Called by the Grave for the D-shifter if I get to go first. This gets sided out if I know I'm going second. Mathmech Equation and 2 Super Factorial. We have to run 2 Super Factorial now because the new Rise Heart level 4 Kashtira monster banishes the top 3 of your deck, and they banish the trap card. That's your win con gone right there. For the hand traps, we run a very heavy package of 3 Imperms, Gamma package. I settled on Gamma because I can't deal with D-Shifter. D-Shifter has to go and Gamma has to stop it. 3 Lancias. Lancia overperformed this tourney. It was incredible. It turns off Evenly Matched, it turns off Pot of Prosperity, it turns off Kashtira Tier Lemons. They can't extend from the hand. Amazing card. 2 Nibiru and 3 Ash Blossom. These 5 cards actually did not perform that well. Most Kashtira players were just passing on a Rise Heart on the 4th summon. And I don't really want to Ash the Unicorn because they'll go through my extra deck and rip out the Update Jammer and they get knowledge of what I'm playing. So both Ash and Nibiru could be swapped out for other things or cut completely.
What's the main deck count, man?
Main deck is 40 exact.
Perfect 40?
Perfect 40, that's what I'm going for. We'll go for the side deck next. I have a Salamangreat Elmirage. This is a really nice little guy. He lets you normal summon hand trap and link them off, and now you have a Cyber's name because all of the extra deck requires Cyber's monsters and the hand traps do not. This lets you trigger a Parallel Exceed, or you can put Addition on top of it, go to Splash Mage, start drawing off of Heat Soul. Lingoribo, also an incredible piece. If you have if your circular get ashed or you have in a weak hand where you don't have access to Diameter, I would go into Lingoribo early and then make my Allen version so that I'm at least protected from Imperm. Wicked. I've kept Wicked in my list since the days we were running Bouncer Lord. Wicked letting you banish a Cyberse and search a Diameter is amazing. It guarantees you follow-up even if Heat Soul doesn't draw anything. And if you don't need the follow-up, you can just Small World that Diameter into a Lancia or a Nibiru. Update Jammer, I really don't like this card. I wish Update Jammer was not in the game. It just finishes matches way too quickly, but if I'm not running it, somebody else is gonna kill me faster. 2 Splash Mages. 1 for turn 1 when I need to go into Heat Soul, and 1 for the Crackback when I'm trying to OTK. There's the Heat Soul. The second effect where he tags out, never turned up. Transcode Talker, 1 copy, you only need the 1. You can't activate his effect if you Kaiju or if you Gamma that turn though. So a lot of the times I will just make a Update Jammer under Wicked and go for an access code with just 2k. 2k, 2 swings is still lethal. 2 access codes. This turned up. I summoned 2 access codes in the same turn because access code doesn't say once per turn on him. The first one was with Heat Soul and my Xyz to wipe out their back row. And then once I'm free under that, I start playing with the Mathmech names and make a second one using Update Jammer to swing twice per game. Averamax was supposed to be another win con. I never needed Averamax. I'd much rather end on Heat Soul Pass. This could have been something else. This could have been a Code Talker inverted. This could have been a Final Sigma, 2 Laplation, and 2 Alan Bershon. Incredible cards. They just carry the deck. This guy, if he gets to resolve, just so many decks crumble under the Rip 3. Next up, I'll show the side deck. Side deck is Deep Barrier. Not the greatest, really. Doesn't stop Kashtira. I got to play against a lot of Kashtira today. So after like the 3rd or 4th match where they just put 4 out and tried to kill me, I stopped siding Deep Barrier going first. Anti-Spell does a way better job at stopping Kashtira in their track. And 3 evenly matched. Love this card. I will gladly give up my main and battle phase if it means I get to play freely. So I will clean the board out. Mathmech Induction. This is just another name I can search off of Alan Bershon or Circular if the hand is really good. It gives attack points, but that's not relevant. It's if it's already phased up and I control Mathmech, I can send it to the grave and destroy a card. It's just another layer of disruption. If Laplation resolves and I get to pop their 4th card, it's ridiculous. I get to +5 or something. 2 Lightning Storms and a Feather Duster. I didn't run into many back row decks. I ran into yours, but I'd much rather run evenly than to try and destroy them because Arachnocampa protects them.
That did come up.
That did come up. 3 of the Light Kaiju because I can Small World into him. No more Lava Golem. They'll just make the Arise and Pass. Every single one of them was doing that. Okay. Glad I took out the Lava Golem. And 1 Nightmare Corruptor Ibli.
Oh, just the one?
Just the one. This was mostly for either Sword Soul or Despia matchups, the mono extra deck summoning type decks. But it didn't turn up. I never needed her. I would much rather side in this, or just play Mathmech cards and disrupt them with Laplation and Induction rather than give the normal summon to Ibli. Because I can't bring Ibli out other than normal summoning her.
Okay.
That's it for the list.
So we'll beat you in Swiss.
In Swiss, I only lost to Kashtira, dude. The last 2 matchups were both Kashtira. Round 9, he opened D-Shifter both games. I didn't have the Gamma. And round 10, it was a grindy back and forth. He was able to just put out 4 names and swing over my guys for game. Because I ended up paying 2K with Heat Soul. Brought myself real low.
Well, hey man, congrats on top 8. It was a pleasure playing against you.
Okay, thanks so much, Bortle. It was nice meeting you.
God, yes. Until next time, everyone, Bortle out.
Bye.